With Lefty GunPlay too, I feel like he's very passionate about who he is. I respect that. I love that. When I see, even if it's somebody that I don't agree with who they are, which I'm not saying that I agree or disagree with it, but when I see somebody, but they know who they are, and that's who they are.
And they embrace
it. Yeah, and they embrace it. And with him, I feel like with his rap career, I feel like with everything he's doing what he feels like is the best thing for him to be doing.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
But on the Lefty GunPlay, I think a lot of what he says in the interviews and a lot of his like what's molded him to become the man he is his time in prison or his gang life.
Yeah, he did a lot of time.
So as rap fans or just fans like in society, civilian fans, we hear him talk or say certain things that he's using gang lingo and prison lingo that we might take a certain way, like it's being disrespectful when it's not, or even if he is on some disrespect, I personally feel, because I don't know him like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a fan of him.
I'm definitely
and
a
a
fan.
supporter. I root for him. Definitely.
Have you met him? Oh yeah,
I ain't never met him.
Yeah,
I always wanted to meet him.
Dope dude,
yeah.
man. When he sat out in front of me, real respectable man. Wanted to make sure that the interview was dope.
Yeah,
that's the main thing. Just like you, just trying to figure it out. But he respect you. He shouted you out.
That's Little Flip from
Flex. He in Houston.
He from Houston.
Yeah, good. Shout out Little Flip, Flex and Fab. It's another Hispanic guy.
Mike Jones.
Pow Wow. Yeah, Pow Wow. That's my boy. He follow me.
That's my guy.
Mike Jones been on here. That's
Lil Kiki.
Lil Kiki was on here just recently.
Chunk up the
He
deuce.
just left last week.
I chunk up the deuce for the south and the north. Boys talking down.
Chunk up the deuce.
Everybody that see Kiki gonna see you. That's the way it go. That's why we on here. We doing
shout out
it.
Lil Kiki. Shout out
my
Lil
boy.
Flip.
Like,
shout out Mike Jones. Paul Wall.
Appreciate the love, man.
I
That's the whole game. Like what when you first heard about the South?
Big rims out there.
That's what it is.
Is it really?
No, it's
is it really like
swingers and stuff, man.
Swingers. What's that called? Swingers?
Yeah, that's Houston. Like you got different people that do different things in different cities. You know what I'm saying?
What the hell is it? I think Houston. I think
Houston
Paul Wall,
different,
Flip,
man.
Grills. I think fucking big ass rims, big booties.
What's up? That was big. Hey, shout out Lefty GunPlay. Yeah, what's up?
What people don't understand is that people go by rumors of how a person is, but people give what they get. So sometimes when they get around certain people, if you're not giving that energy, they're not going to give you that energy back in return.
Right.
People don't understand, but some people will just, oh, I heard that's how this person is, and and just have you just being that person.
Yeah.
It don't work like that.
And with Lefty GunPlay too, I feel like he's very passionate about who he is. I respect that. I love that. When I see, even if it's somebody that I don't agree with who they are, which I'm not saying that I agree or disagree with it, but when I see somebody, but they know who they are, and that's who they are.
And they embrace it.
And they embrace it. And with him, I feel like with his rap career, I feel like with everything he's doing what he feels like is the best thing for him to be doing. So who am I to argue with that or say, do it this way, do it that way, or whatever? Same like, say, man, when I pray to God and God reveals something to me,
come on now,
that this is on my heart, this is how I need to, the whole world can be against it, and it's like, hey, I hear what you're saying, but God put this on my heart, and I'm not arguing with God. I can argue with you, we can disagree, but I'm not arguing with God, because God ain't never failed me once. God's never been wrong once. You know what I'm saying? God has proven me time and time again that, you know what I'm saying, if I follow God's path, put my best foot forward, always try to do right by people, give back, be the person that can make my mama proud, my family proud, make my kids proud, be the person that can make my great grandkids proud who ain't never even gonna meet me, but when they hear about me, it's gonna be something positive, something good. As long as you do that, I can't, this is what God showed me I need to do. So if someone's telling me don't do this or that, hey, you do a work for you. I'm gonna follow the path that I've been walking.
That's real.
And that's what I see when I see Lefty GunPlay. I see him, I feel like he's walking in his path. Now, as he grows, as he continues to go, his path is like all our paths. Yeah. It's going to twist and turn.
But think about it. You just said something when you say as he continue to grow. I think, and I have this big problem with not only anybody to talk about anybody that just puts them in a box. I hate that because I know people are always evolving, or they're not going to be the same the next 2 years from now. So I don't like to put people in boxes at all. I like to give them the respect that God can change anybody, because we know He all powerful. And so that's something I try to do, man. I'm like, man, you might see somebody and think this way about them or that way about them. Man, give them a chance, man. Maybe they're going to come through that. People would have gave up on me. I can tell you some stories where people should have gave up on me, or they did, thought it would, and God switched it up on them, bro. And I mean, you would have found me. I'd have been so disrespectful to old folks, anybody, whoever. I got that thing on me like your partner you was talking about a while ago. But I changed.
My name is Paul, and I asked my mom one time, why did you pick this name? And she said, well, part of it was because of Paul McCartney from the Beatles, and she wasn't just like the huge. She liked the Beatles, but it wasn't like, she might have just assume name me Sade, Sade was her favorite, but I'm just saying, but that was part of it. But another part was Paul from the Bible,
of course.
Who, knowing somebody who's read the Bible and studied the Bible, it shows. Okay, Paul was Saul at first.
That's right.
First, Saul was a hater of Jesus.
Correct,
anybody who supported Jesus, he would kill him.
That's right.
He'd kill him. And then one day, God, showed himself before Paul on the path and said, why do you hate me?
That's right.
And God's presence, God's aura changed Saul's life and perspective, and he went from being Jesus' #1 hater to Jesus' #1 supporter.
Correct.
And changed his name to Paul. So my name, me being given that name, I don't hold too many grudges. Especially when it comes to rap grudges.
Yeah.
I don't hold to, because where somebody's at right now, they're gonna grow from that. And
that's right.
If I was in their shoes, I might feel the same way they feel. And knowing that someone can be my biggest hater today and tomorrow be my hugest supporter and fan, I'm not gonna do anything that's gonna get in the way of them becoming a fan.
That's real. That's real.
So you know what I'm saying. So that being said, I've always lived that way of knowing that, just because someone feels this way, it might change, and maybe they're valid, and maybe somebody raped their little sister, so they're like, nah, f him, he raped my little, okay, that might be a little different. You know what I'm saying? But if it's like, I don't like him because somebody don't like me because I said my favorite rapper is Lil Kiki, and their favorite rapper is, I don't know, whoever. And, I don't like him because, he said Lil Kiki, but I think this person, so I don't like you. Well, I'm not going to hold a grudge against you because you don't like me for that reason. That's
real vague.
I just try not to hold grudges like that, because I know you feel one day, you wake up tomorrow, you feel a different way. I've had these grudges before where you feel a certain way about somebody, something happened, time goes on, or maybe they were wrong and you provide them an opportunity to apologize or explain themselves some type of way. Then now I feel differently about the situation. It's like, damn, I'm glad I ain't cut that all the way off, because then it would, that relationship would have been cut off. So me having the name Paul, man, this other thing too, when it comes to, we talking about the beefs, or like a Lefty GunPlay. Some of us are so passionate about our favorite rappers, where I love Lil Kiki. So when I was 17, or 16, 15, 25, or even 44, you know what I'm saying? If you say something about Lil Kiki, I'm gonna be, hold up, man. And it's like the Zero fans I know. Some Zero fans, if they meet somebody who doesn't like Zero, they're gonna fight you.
That's real.
They're gonna fight you. Like, you're not gonna talk crazy about Zero. You're not gonna disrespect Zero, not in front of them. They're gonna fight. They're gonna go to jail. They're gonna catch a case. They're gonna fight. So that's I'm like that too, like a less violent extent, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to Kiki, you know what I'm saying?
We're gonna have a discussion.
Yeah, we're gonna have a discussion, and we can disagree, but look, you definitely gonna know my perspective.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.